Ice Cube says the Democrats put him on hold, basically told him that they'll speak with him and address these matters after the election. Cedric Richmond, the Democrat that Ice Cube spoke with on a Zoom meeting, says that's not what happened. Jack Frost says somebody's lying. Me and the Notification Gang would like to invite everybody to come join us Monday through Thursday, 9:20 to 10 o'clock for morning coffee, where we discuss the events of the prior day and also just talk mess about stuff. See you then.
Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama, it may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?
BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently the Democrats have decided that the first way that they were gonna handle Ice Cube was the wrong way. Okay. So I just want to be real clear on something. You ever had somebody, right? And so you and them were having a conversation that you and them were only privy to said conversation. So the individual comes out and says something. So the first thing that you come out and say something. And then the first thing that the individual does is try to discredit you, right? By saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or, just trying to discredit you, or whatever the case is. They're not saying that the interaction didn't happen, but they're trying to discredit you. And the way that they're trying to discredit you is they're trying to get other people to co-sign the shit that they're saying, that are not privy to the conversation that you and them had. And then, after enough, not the people that's co-signing, but other people that might get wind of what the hell was happening, after enough people say, nah, homie, that sounds like BS, then all of a sudden they said, well, I never said the thing in the first place. That's happening now. Okay. So do y'all remember when Ice Cube came out and said, yo, look, man, I was contacted, or I can't remember, I think he said they contacted him. The Democratic and the Republican parties both contacted him about his contract, Black America's contract with America, right? Black people's contract with America. So he said that the Democrats and the Republicans both contacted him. He said the difference was the Democrats were receptive. The Republicans were receptive to listening to what he had to say, while the Democrats basically told him wait until after the election. Now, I want to say something to you real quick. I had walked up on somebody. It's not important who it is. It's just really not important. So I was trying to get an interview with somebody on a thing, right? So I walk up to them and I'm like, hey, I would love that. Just have you interview on my show. Nothing specific. We could have talked about whatever. Whatever the trending topic was, whatever they wanted to discuss. It didn't matter. It was open-ended. I would love to have you on my show sometime. And then they said to me, well, right before they walked off, by the way, and might I also add, they didn't even want to get into the conversation with me to begin with. So I kind of had to stand around and wait and then force the issue. So when they finally get around to answering the question, they say, well, we could work together if it makes sense. That's like when you ask somebody, do y'all want to go somewhere or do something, and they say, I'll let you know. That's a no. That's a no in every book. Everyone knows that's a no. When someone says that to you, that's a no. Basically, that's what they told Ice Cube. They basically told him, when you get y'all playing together a little bit better, we'll talk to you. The plan's already together. There is no working on it that needs to be done, as far as I know. From what I've heard, Ice Cube had sat down with some black scholars, some black intellectuals, and came up with a plan that was gonna help black people in America. Not people of color, black people specifically. So for Cedric Richmond, who's a Democrat, by the way, that black Democrat, for him to pretend like Ice Cube had to go back to that they couldn't even have a discussion until Ice Cube went back and made his plan perfect. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something about this perfect shit. Nothing can be perfect. If you're trying to make and wait for something to be perfect, it's just, you might as well just tell the person no. Alright? I'm just telling you what it is. Imagine telling the, I'm not gonna go there, but nothing is gonna be perfect. So basically, if he's trying to send Ice Cube away until they could come back with something more perfect, that's basically saying we don't want to talk to you. Now, before we even get, I just want to bring something up because I think sometimes we miss that us as black people need more things in America to be proud of, right? So when he was speaking, I believe he did an interview. I believe it was on Sirius XM. It was the Joe Madison show, and so there's a point where he's trying to explain how Donald Trump's plan is fucking ludicrous. He's like, this doesn't even make sense. The thing that he bring up is, why should Juneteenth be a federal holiday? What do you mean, why should Juneteenth be a federal holiday? You know how many black people right now celebrate Juneteenth? So we can't have our, what can be considered to be our July 4th? Because that's basically what Juneteenth is supposed to be. We can't have our July 4th. Mr. Black Democrat, what's this guy's name? Cedric Richmond. You don't think we should have a holiday where we are celebrating our, you get what I'm saying? Because I'm saying our, because I'm saying he's included in this. But our freedom, our actual freedom, Juneteenth. So anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. So, one thing that he acknowledges is that Ice Cube is not a Trump supporter. Ice Cube, he says, he doesn't believe that he's a Trump supporter. He doesn't believe that Ice Cube is out here trying to help Trump specifically get elected. He's not endorsing Trump. He's not advocating for Trump. He's not doing any of that. But what he does say is that he gives, and look, this is what he says, because I just want to get through this, exactly what he said about Juneteenth. He says he does give credibility to Donald Trump's ridiculous plan. And then he goes on to say, very next sentence, I mean, the first prong of Donald Trump's plan is going to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. What that is symbolic, yes. But does that do change that leave black people that are being discriminated against? You know that some of the most powerful things that we have that motivate individuals is symbols. This man is a whole black guy. I mean, at this point, I don't know how whole of a black guy he is. You know, he's a Democrat though, so we got to believe that he's for black people. And he doesn't think that we deserve to have a symbol of our freedom, of our independence. Because that's what Juneteenth is, our Independence Day. This whole black man, Cedric Richmond, he doesn't believe that black people need a symbol. I don't know where to go from there. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. But I just want this to be clear. The first thing they did was attack Ice Cube with their celebrity friends. And then when enough people said, nah, Ice Cube got a point. What's going on here? Now they want to double back and say, you know, that's not how the conversation went. So this was a Zoom meeting. I think Cedric Richmond if he's so sure that these things wasn't said, I think he needs to release the Zoom meeting. Let us be the judge of that. I also think that if he doesn't release these Zoom meetings, maybe his seat should be up for grabs. Maybe he shouldn't have the opportunity to be representing us. He don't even think we should have a symbol of our freedom. Think about that. Cedric Richmond, black Democrat, elected into office, who is against that racist Donald Trump, basically says black people, let me be extremely clear on this. He basically says that Donald Trump wanting to give black people a symbol of their freedom is ridiculous. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.
Mike Oh, Black Dynamite, I wish it was that simple, but this is much bigger than you and me.
Hey, little mama. It may be bigger than you, and it may be bigger than me, but it ain't bigger than you and me. Can you dig it?